To get underway at the Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City. The Suns taking on the Thunder. For the Suns, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Thunder, Suns, only here on 2K Sports. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker continues to elevate his play every year. He said, it's just putting in hard work. I take this game very seriously. I love the game of basketball. I don't count myself out. No matter what the score is, who we're playing, I'm going full tilt. Kevin, back to you.
A special talent indeed. David, thank you. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Chris Paul. Gallinari is out there with Junior. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Nader in at the 3.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Not a piece of it. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Bangs home the trifecta.
Now, Chris Paul is an elite shooter. The efficiency is there, especially in the catch-and-shoot game.
Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Now, here's Ayton. Back to Oubre. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Nader after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Nader, the pass to Junior from 12 feet out. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And it's Rubio, that time on the assist by Booker.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Floats it up for Junior. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Bounce pass, Rubio. Saric passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range, and while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Junior, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton kicks to Booker. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Here's Junior. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And it's Junior missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Oubre. And a missed layup. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Group in here for the Thunder. Junior's checked in for Adams. Muscala comes in for Nerlens Noel. Gallinari, he's checked in for Robertson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alec Burks. Junior the pass to Muscala. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league. My goodness, he still knows how to finish.
You know, you love it when he plays big. Overpowering move right there.
Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Mike Muscala out there with Gallinari, and it's Junior in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Grizzlies, was terrific. He scored 18 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. And he really dominated the game. He looked like he could do whatever he wanted. We'll see if he can repeat that kind of performance. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, and it's Schroeder missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Saric. And he uses the glass on the layup. Saric has got his second basket of the game.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup is good. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. Kicks it out to Rubio. Saric has the open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Saric has got 7 points here in this quarter. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the pass to Junior. He's off on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from Junior.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who could space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Now here's Schroeder. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Schroeder against Rubio. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the Suns call time here.
And once Schroeder was asked
does it for the first half of play. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Booker. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the ability to adjust after the contact? Booker, the score in the and one.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
We know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skill.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Suns trail by 9. Oubre up top. Pulls up. High post. Thunder with the rebound. Junior's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there. Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Passes to Nader. Paul with the ball. Lets it go with the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Paul's got 6.
Well, Chris Paul is such a hard guard. You've got to contest 3 because of his ability to drive. Like, what do you do if you're a defender? You are in a problematic situation.
Now here's Saric. 7 points in the game. Oubre finds Booker. Oubre outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. No good from Booker.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he gets it to go. Junior's got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Booker. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the 3-point line.
Now, here's Robertson, covered by Oubre. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And even with the big lead, he remains.
He's got 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions right now.
Now Oubre. Booker outside. Lock at 6. Rubio finds Baines. No good that time. Oklahoma City leading by 14. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Booker. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Now here's Oubre. Defense right on him. And it's denied. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kelly Oubre comes in for Johnson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Booker. We've got Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Junior in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball fires from way outside. Oubre pulls it in.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Pass to Ayton. Shoots it up. Misses off the left iron.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And Junior throws it down.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Here is Rubio after the made shot from Junior. Tipped away. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Paul against Rubio. The pass to Boyd. 5 to shoot. Pass to Ayton. And he lays it straight in.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Shot from 12. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Pass to Kaminsky. Kicks it to Rubio. Three-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, you want to stay on balance and in control. Ricky Rubio, nice catch and shoot.
Paul against Rubio. Paul passes to Gallinari. Two points. That one goes.
This guy is such a patient offensive talent. Danilo Gallinari gets into the mid-range and makes it look easy.
And the Suns call time here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Count that bucket.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. Time now for an injury report. And now let's send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Aaron Baines. David?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Suns. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. For a team that was looking to put a solid playoff run together, this injury scare is not what they need right now. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Oklahoma City.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop.
Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Well, incredible finesse. DeAndre Ayton gets loose and does some work.
Down low, here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Booker in the corner. Good on the triple.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Rubio with it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really